I blame Carol Baskin for this whole Apple versus Android animosity thing. And I will tell you, whether you're Apple or you're Android, there is a common place we can all come together. And that, my friends, is the Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus, truly wireless headphones released in February 2020 by the Apple sheep would call it the enemy. I'm going to call it the other party. What are they? Well, for starters, they're available in 4 different colors: black, white, red, blue. The headphones themselves don't have wireless charging. They charge in a case. The case charges wirelessly via Qi or via USB-C. Not that that really matters, because you're going to want them in your ears. They are the most freaking comfortable headphones, in my experience, that I've ever used. You can literally sleep with them in, and they do not bother my skull at all, which is awesome. Now, if you want to do something other than sleep, like go run around and jump around, well, they don't fall out as easily as my AirPods Pro do either. Phone calls? Aha! Nope, still good. Bomb. Actually, they are my now preferred headphone for phone calls. But they have beaten Apple at the microphone game on mobile headphones. It does not make any sense to me. The latency on these things is low as heck. The battery life is also insane. If you're listening to audio and you're just in a listen-only mode, it's like 10 plus hours. The website says 11. I've never personally tested them that far. I have tested them to 10 with a couple of phone calls and some other things mixed in, and it still had no issues whatsoever. I probably don't have the same problems as you, and this probably isn't a real issue for most. Connecting them between multiple devices like the AirPods move seamlessly around the Apple realm. These are supposed to move wirelessly and seamlessly in the Samsung realm if you're signed into a Samsung account. I do not have multiple Samsung devices to test this on, but I can tell you in the Apple realm it's mostly okay. You might have to do some toggling of turning off Bluetooth for a moment here or there if you're going between a bunch of devices. Ear sense is the other thing that I didn't particularly care for. The AirPods, you take them out and you put them down. Generally, they're pretty good at knowing when they're not in your ears. Sometimes they're in your ears and they don't know that. Well, the Galaxy Buds Plus, they knew when they were in my ears, but they really did a bad job of detecting when they weren't in my ears, and occasionally would steal audio if I left them on a table or something like that. Having good battery life means I leave them in my ears all the time, practically. I did a cross-country trip in these things from one coast to the other. No charging, no removal from my ears at any point other than when I literally walked through security. And they were fine. But they were fine for 2 reasons. Number one is that great battery and that comfort. And for those of you who are stuck around this long, here's your nugget of lovely information. Isolation. You can have it set up so when you go on a phone call, it mutes out the ambient sound. When you're off a call, it will, go back to being dark and it'll feel like you're in a library. Or you can just have, lock out the world and sit there in pure darkness. They're technically not noise canceling, but for $149, these are the best isolating headphones that you will find. They hands down smoke the AirPods Pro, which I thought were originally an upgrade from the original AirPods, but to be honest, the AirPods are my favorite headphones for making phone calls on. The Galaxy Buds Plus have displaced all of my Apple headphones to be my new favorite headphone, my one for all. They sound good to the other end, they have great battery life, they are very comfortable, and their isolation skills are second to none, not to mention that case fits way better in my pocket, and it doesn't have a stupid lightning plug. My name is Chris. If you like what we're doing, please give us a like and a subscribe. Till next time, be well, folks.